Hey y'all, last week we listed this charming house on Hendrix Street. Some of you may have noticed our social media post, or maybe you've even noticed this house on Zillow or Realtor.com. Well, today I'm here to show you some things that you won't find on the MLS. You guys come up on the porch with me and let me show you a few things. So last week I'm here doing my typical listing paperwork and putting together some marketing material, asking about all the renovations, and the seller is like, let me show you some things I found. I thought, okay, sure, that's cool, let's take a look. Turns out there's a few historic pieces I wanted to share them with you. So in 1920, Dr. Mathias built this home. Some of you may recall that name as he delivered and helped many Lexington residents during his career. After he passed, as far as we know, the family inherited this house and it sat vacant for several years until the current seller purchased and began her story here almost 25 years ago. So lots of updates have been done since her purchase through the renovations and with the help of a group of guys called Low Country Relic Recovery, the seller stumbled upon a few things. Okay, so we've got some glass bottles that date back to the 1700s from up north. And we've got a few pieces here of Edgefield pottery. This pottery dates back to the early 1800s from a region called Old Edgefield District. This bordered the Savannah River and included Aiken, Edgefield, Greenwood, McCormick, and Saluda counties. So the significance of this pottery to South Carolina history is the fact that we were the first in the country to produce alkaline glazed stoneware. This stoneware was made on many of the southern plantations and sold all across the South. After the Civil War, history shows this pottery making its way up north. The most famous potter from this area, Dave Drake. Some of his pieces are now worth over $500,000. The Relic Recovery guys, they also found a button from the uniform of a Union soldier during the Civil War. Also, check out this double-headed snake belt buckle. Research would show this is also from the Civil War era, worn by some of the units of the Confederacy. So what's with all the Civil War stuff right here? Well, if you know anything about Lexington and Columbia history, you know that it was around 1865 when the western arm of Sherman's Carolinas campaign came through and torched quite a few buildings, churches, and homes right here in the town of Lexington, one being the first courthouse. I also read where General Kilpatrick and around 1,500 Union troops camped out right here in this very spot, moving from the Battle of Aiken to Columbia as they were moving through the Carolinas. Check out this picture of Dr. Mathias and his wife that was found in the attic. You guys check out this medallion. This is from the Knights of Pythias. Okay, so those of you who don't know, this was an international organization founded in 1864 dedicated to the cause of universal peace. You guys check out this newspaper article. This was about the original Piggly Wiggly on King Street in Charleston. That was the storefront for this organization. Okay, one last thing I want to show you. Found in the detached garage was this very old ledger for the Bar Lumberyard. Now, those of you from Lexington know that name, and some of you can remember its old location off of Bar Road. Take a look. The dates show 1907 through 1911. This appears to be a payroll and accounts receivable for the business. Before we head out, I wanted the seller to share with you some of her favorite things about living here for the past 25 years.
I've loved living in this home for 25 years, doing the remodeling, the decorating, enjoying this front porch, entertaining year after year. So convenient being right here in the town of Lexington, the amphitheater, all the parks, Lake Murray, but to like being in the country.
Thank you guys for checking out this video. I want to thank my seller for sharing all the cool historic items with us. You guys, if you haven't seen this listing, you need to check it out. 207 Hendrix Street. Thanks.